Hello students, welcome to the world of digital teaching. I am Amrit Beer and you must have watched the introductory video of the chapter Deep Water for class 12th. Today we will be taking up a deep and detailed study of the text of the same. I do hope you have your text open in front of you, maybe in the form of PDF or the textbooks that you have. So let's get started. Deep Water, an autobiographical extract by the author William Douglas. It had happened when I was 10 or 11 years old. I had decided to learn to swim. There was a pool at the YMCA in Yakima that offered exactly the opportunity. The Yakima River was treacherous. Mother continually warned against it and kept fresh in my mind the details of each drowning in the river, but the YMCA pool was safe. It was only 2 or 3 feet deep at the shallow end, and while it was 9 feet deep at the other, the drop was gradual. I got a pair of wings and went to the pool. So, here in this introductory paragraph, the poet just gives basically he introduces the concept. Now, as we talked about in the introductory video as well, since we are talking of the hydrophobia is the fear of the water about the author that he had. So here he gives us an introduction about his experience with the pool he is talking about the different aspects. Basically, one was the warning given by his mother, one is how the pool was safe, that is he's talking of the depth, he is talking of the two sides, the shallow side and the deeper side of the pool, and he had a pair of wings, that is to assist him in swimming when he went to that particular pool. Now just have a look at the few words which I have highlighted. YMCA is the Young Men's Christian Association. The pool was owned by this association. Then Yakima, the place that is mentioned, it is in Washington, USA. Treacherous means dangerous. Then drop, the drop was gradual. Drop is the change in slope, right? So the reduction was very slow. The drop was gradual. Gradual is when the change that is brought about. So basically I have tried to explain the drop associated with the gradual. Why the drop was gradual? Drop is the slope. So it was gradual mean the change was brought about slowly and rapidly, right? So these were just the introductory aspects given by the author for us. So let's move ahead. He says, I hated to walk. So this is the from your NCERT textbook, the Yakima River that's given here, right? So he says, I hated to walk naked into it, show my skinny legs, but I subdued my pride and did it. From the beginning, however, I had an aversion to the water when I was in it. This started when I was 3 or 4 years old and father took me to the beach in California. He and I stood together in the surf. I hung on to him. Yet the waves knocked me down and swept over me. I was buried in water, my breath was gone, I was frightened. Father laughed, but there was terror in my heart at the overpowering force of the waves. So now see, try to understand the psychology of the author here. When he says, I hated to walk naked into it, which means, and show my skinny legs, right? So he was very skinny. Skinny means thin. There was a complex, he was conscious about it, he didn't want to expose his skinny legs, so he was very conscious while doing that. Then he subdued his, he hid, he you can say suppressed his pride inside him, and he took the risk of venturing out into the pool, right? Now this is again a flashback, this next paragraph from the beginning. He is talking about one incident that was related to his life when he was just 3 or 4 years old, which means basically try to understand where we began the YMCA pool. That was when he was around 12 years of age, which brings back to his mind the memories of an incident which happened when he was 3 or 4 year old, right? So this is how these two events or incidents they are connected. So from the beginning, why he had an aversion? Aversion is fear. He says this started when I was 3 or 4 years old, and see what happened was that he had gone to a beach in California. His father was there along with him, and when they together they stood there on the surfing board, I hung on to him, yet the waves knocked me down. So he was swept over by the waves. He was overpowered by the waves, and what had happened? He was underwater for a while. He was buried in water. His breath was gone. He was unable to breathe. He was frightened, terrified. Why terrified? Because he had a near death experience, right? Father laughed. Father laughed. His father enjoyed as if, for example, let's say he is an onlooker there, he is present there, but he is not able to make out immediately that this was a very near death experience for him. But there was a terror in my heart at the overpowering force of the wave. Why he was scared? Since he was submerged underwater and he was too much terrified that he may die because of this. So that is why it was a terrifying experience for him. This experience, the memories of this experience were brought back to him with his being at the YMCA pool now. So that's how these two events are interlinked basically. Have a look at the points that I have highlighted here. These are the 3 points that the author discusses here. He talks of a previous incident when he was 3 years old. He had gone to the beach in California and he had been submerged underwater, right? And please have a look at the meanings also of the words that I have highlighted. Skinny, subdued, aversion, although I have already told you the meanings. Submerged, that is for buried. So this was the previous incident which happened at the YMCA pool. So he discusses that incident here. Let's continue with the text. My introduction to the YMCA swimming pool revived unpleasant memories and stirred childish fears, but in a little while I gathered confidence. I paddled with my new water wings, watching the other boys and trying to learn by aping them. I did this 2 or 3 times on different days and was just beginning to feel at ease in the water when the misadventure happened. I went to the pool when no one else was there. The place was quiet, the water was still, and the tiled bottom was as white and clean as a bathtub. I was timid about going in alone, so I sat on the side of the pool to wait for others. I had not been there long when in came a big bruiser of a boy, probably 18 years old. He had thick hair on his chest. He was a beautiful physical specimen with legs and arms that showed rippling muscles. He yelled, "Hi, Skinny, how'd you like to be ducked?" With that, he picked me up and tossed me into the deep end of the pool. Deep end, I landed in a sitting position, swallowed water, and went at once to the bottom. I was frightened, but not yet frightened out of my wits. On the way down, I planned. When my feet hit the bottom, I would make a big jump, come to the surface, lie flat on it, and paddle to the edge of the pool. So now have a look at the words that I have highlighted. See, basically here the author has talked about the incident that happened at the YMCA pool. As I've highlighted here also, I mentioned it. So this was the incident what happened at the YMCA pool. His introduction to this swimming pool, he says it revived the unpleasant memories. The incident he mentioned which happened when he was 3 or 4 years old, these memories were revived when he was at the YMCA pool. Now see what has happened, try to understand it. When he was a child, 3 or 4 years old, there was the start of this fear in his mind. It turned into a phobia when another incident happened at the YMCA pool. That's how it happened basically. So this adventure, as we have just read, when he was sitting there, he was waiting to enter the pool since he did not want to venture into the pool alone. So he was waiting for the others to join, right? So he sat on the side of the pool while he was waiting. And then what happened? A boy came there, probably around 18 years old, so he was too elder to him in terms of age as well, and plus the physical appearance. So he had a huge physique, a big bruiser of a boy, a bully kind of a boy who has a huge physique. Menacingly he comes there. He has thick hair on his chest, again a symbol of his growth, his physical growth. He was a beautiful physical specimen. Specimen actually means an example. So he had a good, huge, strong body with legs and arms that showed rippling muscles. See, specifically there is a contrast between the skinny legs that were mentioned there for the author earlier in the previous paragraphs and the muscular legs showing rippling muscles. And this boy calls the author hi skinny, again and a mention to that same thing for which a contrast has been presented. How do you like to be ducked? Ducked is to be thrown into the water, to be underwater. So what he did was he tossed me, he says he tossed me into the deep end, and he was thrown into the pool, he was pushed into the pool. That is, the author was pushed into the pool by that boy. He landed in the sitting position. Sitting position is he simply reached the bottom of the pool in the sitting position. He swallowed water and went at once to the bottom. I was frightened, but not yet frightened of my wits. So now what does this show about the character of the author is that he wasn't too much frightened, although he was frightened, but he wasn't very scared so that he could not struggle to come back. That is what he means. So he wasn't too terrified to make a struggle of reaching out of the pool. So on the way down, so see his presence of mind while he was going down into the pool. He had this presence of mind that he would be, how he would be struggling to come out of the pool to save himself. So he's planned that when he hits the bottom, he would make a big jump, he would come to the surface, lie flat on it, and paddle to the edge of the pool. So this is how he had planned his comeback. Now these two incidents, we'll stop here for today. These two incidents basically they lay out the groundwork for how the childhood fear it turned into a phobia for the author, how he struggles there, how he will now make efforts to cope with his phobia, how to come out of that phobia, how to cure that, how to face his fears. This will follow later on in this chapter. I would request all of you to continue reading with the chapter so that we are in a better position to understand. You will be able to understand it in a much better way if you have already read the text once. So we will be analyzing the text. We'll continue with it in the next video. So enjoy reading, stay safe, take care, and see you in the next video when we continue with it. Thank you so much.